Okay, so quickly, I'm going to show how to clean a box that it's not in the greatest condition. You can kind of see the box is kind of pushed in. So the value in this. So I got this one for significantly cheaper than I would have gotten it for used or new. But the thing is the box was damaged. So the benefit here is I know, since this is still technically open sealed, here, that everything on the inside will be there. So just a sec, we'll open this up. I do not have my tripod piece, so unopened. Alright, improvised tripod here. So, original wrapping. Let's see, by the H seam. The box is actually not in the worst condition. Just a little warped, really. That's actually the best case scenario for you. Creases, you could get them to look a little bit nicer, but if it's just wavy like this, honestly, we might be able to get this looking really good. The only downside is what's faded on the side, but that's a small price to pay for how expensive this one would be if we were going to get it perfect. So, of course, the next thing is we got to open it. This guy's never been opened, so just got to be a little careful here, just because it's warped. But this is the benefit of if you can find games like this for a good price. Sorry. Look at that. Insert. Game with the original insert for it. Brand new. Clean label, still in the packaging. It guarantees, because the biggest thing of trying to piece this together is getting every item for it. So you got the manual, you got the posted card, you got the Game Boy manual, and the poster, all in it guaranteed, just because we bought a brand new one that was looked pretty damaged on the listing. So here I'm going to show you how we will fix all of this warping and get this to look really clean, really new. Alright, I figured I'd show this part too, because this is kind of like a little difficult for me, especially because I'm really worried with damaging the box. So this is the method that I've found that's worked the best for me, but you need to do this to be able to fix the box. I just insert my entire hand here, and then here at the bottom, you can just push up on your fingers and push down on this part. You can see it'll loosen it. This is like, sorry, it's really hard to do this without close to your face so you can inspect it, because your biggest concern is just not tearing the box in any way or getting any creases. You just gotta pull back with your fingers just a little bit. Sorry I couldn't show it too much, but all I'm doing is leveraging my fingers and popping up and pushing down with my thumb to loosen this out. You can see this one's also sometimes a little bit worrisome. Take those guys out, but that's what you want to do. The reason why is because we're going to flatten this guy out exactly the same way that the box would have actually been made. So to do this first part, you're going to find right where the adhesive would be to connect the box, which is on this side. And the reason why is when we fold the box, you can see this side does not have the adhesive, only this side. So we're going to take the box and fold it down like this so the adhesive side is on the bottom. I'm just going to press this down. And it's not going to be perfect, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just want to just as flat as we can get it. Now, you could choose how you want to do this part. So I take a cotton pillowcase, lay it right on top of my game. I'm going to just press down with my hand. I'm going to feel where those folds are. The last part is the iron. Been letting this one go for a couple minutes while I was recording this. Actually, I'm going to have to move over a little bit because my ironing board cord's too short. Okay, so ironing board, it's on, it's hot. Ooh, yeah, that's hot. Okay, just gonna firmly, nicely lay it down. All we're gonna do is just take, as you can imagine, this is not easy to do with the one hand, but honestly, when you get past a certain point, it would be easy, because you're literally just pressing down on a piece of cardboard here. So what I like to do is I like to go to the dead center where I know there's no folds and then push outward. So the one thing that was really scary to me on doing this was using the steaming, because I thought like the water would actually damage the board or damage the cardboard. It actually does not, shockingly. Do it a little bit and then feel. Basically, we're just going to go to this top side until it starts feeling a little bit more flat, and then we're going to go to the other side. So, get this right here. There you go. That's what you want to do. You want to do this because it's actually going to soften up the box just enough so where you can warp it to be flat again. The best benefit you could get is if you get no creases in the box. It actually will make the creases look a lot better, but there's not a lot you could do with creases. Honestly, you probably could go a little bit further, but it might not be worth it to try to get rid of creases. You see, now it's nice, getting nice and flat again. And all I gotta do is in a nice circular motion, just run over the entire box. You could kind of see the outline of it actually here too. I could see it a lot better off camera, but you could see exactly where that box is. It's the corners too. You want to go try to get a nice firm press on the ends. But in this case, our box here is mainly on the cover and the back that the warping was happening, so not too worried about the tabs and stuff, but we'll still try to give it a nice firm press. So it's getting a lot flatter now. So you can see, oh god, even just that first pass made it look so much better. The back is actually really good. It's just this one part, and there's not anything that I can really do about that. But this will make it look a little bit better. And to do this, it's not too expensive. I think I got this little tiny ironing board for like $7 or $8 at Walmart. I think that we got this iron at Meijer like a long time ago, so I could actually clean some shirts that I just never ended up wearing anyways. I think I got it for like 20 bucks. But I've used this on a lot of boxes. I was really cautious on wanting to do this at first, but this was like the only thing that I could find that was really solid for getting out creases. Now, I've thought of a couple of other things that could be useful too. If you got one of those t-shirt press irons with like wax paper and stuff, you could lay an extra layer of cardboard down on top of this and press this in one of those shirts. Honestly, it probably would be better than doing this, but it's going to be more costly for the equipment. Unless you already got something like that, I would give that 100% would give that a try. Or if I was like doing a lot of these boxes or fixing cardboard like this a lot more, then I would get one of those. It'd probably be more worth it. But you do not have to do this for very long either. Like a couple minutes on the front, a couple minutes on the back. I usually spend like maybe 5 minutes on the front and the back just to get it looking really clean. But this one didn't need as much work. This one was basically brand new clean. Like, look at that. Like, basically, oh my god, perfect. Look at that, so much better. Like, I got a brand new one of this game and had some slight warping on the box, and this is definitely the best condition box that I'm gonna get, like, for an open complete copy, for sure, for the price that I got it for. But I'm gonna run it over with the iron just a little bit more, and I'll give you one last look of the final product. So there we go. We put 15 minutes max into getting this guy look crispy, and look at that. Little bit of warping, but nothing like how it was. You can see there's still a little bit of warp. I could probably go over it again, but don't think it's super necessary. But very clean copy here. I mean, it was brand new. Just the box got a little bit of warping. You can see I did a pretty good job of opening this up too. It's always like the most worrying part is opening that bottom end, because especially because they're so old, they have a high chance of creasing. But let's add a nice little case onto it. Platinum protectors. I highly recommend them. They're on eBay. You are not going to get a cheaper acrylic case anywhere else. I think they're like $20 for Game Boy games. There we go. About as clean of a copy of Dragon Warrior 2 you're gonna get. Let's go add him with his brothers and sisters. Okay. Had to move a couple things around because we're running out of space on the shelves. But boom. That's it. Completed the entire Dragon Warrior series on Game Boy. So the collection's coming around quite nicely. A few more Yu-Gi-Oh games, a couple more Legend of Zelda games, and then the Pokemon games, whenever they happen, they happen. And I just noticed too, I completely forgot. Just to reference, here was a first print Pokemon pinball box that I got. It looks like it's pretty fine in the video, but you can see, look at the creases. Now, I got this in a throw-in on a trade, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's a little rough, but it looked so much worse than what it looks now. You can see, like, you can't get the creases out. There might be some way to, like, make them look a little bit better. I've seen people try to use pens and stuff. I would never do that. I just think that that's the worst idea. But, it looks significantly better. I took maybe a half an hour working on this one, but it just goes to show you that, like, you could have a terrible looking box and you could get it to look pretty good, at least displayable, or temporarily until you get, like, a better box. Like Crystal, this one I got for a really good price of the box. You can see the top's kind of janked up, but the whole box was kind of scuffed. And I completely transformed this one. But for the price, Really can't beat it if you could just, make it look a little bit nicer with a little work. Hopefully that tip is helpful to anybody. And if you got any questions, just let me know.